Tell me where you at right now. I'm away, I don't wanna play no games. And girl, you know what?
What's going on, plugins? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how good Robert Dillingham and Sheppard have been so far this season. Before we get into this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new here, sub to the channel and become a part of the family. Now let's get into the video. Kentucky basketball is off to a hot start. They are currently sitting at a 3-1 record. They suffered a loss to Kansas. It was a close game, and the final score was 89-84. I feel like they could have won this game if all their big men were healthy, and if DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards didn't have one of their worst games. But we'll talk about those two players later on in the video, so stay tuned. It's two freshmen who've been making the most impact on games, and the crazy thing is they don't even start. They're coming off the bench and looking like some of the best players on the team. First, let's talk about Robert Dillingham. Through the first 4 games of the season, he's averaging 15.7 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 1.7 steals. He's shooting 44% from the field and 41% from 3. Right now, Robert Dillingham is one of the best scorers in college basketball. These last 2 games, he has taken his game to a different level. He came off the bench and dropped 18 points. He was 6 for 12 from the field and 4 for 5 from 3. If he wasn't in foul trouble, he could have dropped around 25 to 30 points this game. He was on fire from 3. When he comes in games, he gives the team an instant spark on offense. The whole momentum changes, and he can create his own shot, and he can create for others. So the next game against Stonehill, he went off for a second straight game, dropping 20 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. He was 7 for 10 from the field and 3 for 6 from 3. Robert Dillingham has proven he's a bucket. What's impressing me most is how good he is from 3. Nobody expected him to be making threes at a high percentage. If he can keep this up and knock down shots from 3, Kentucky's going to be dangerous. Most people are saying Coach Cal should make him a starter, but I like him coming off the bench because when he's on the court, he's instant offense. So let's just say one game Kentucky started the game out cold and can't make any shots. Coach Cal can sub in Robert Dillingham and change the whole momentum of the game. You need to have a player like that coming off the bench. It just so happens Kentucky has 2 players like that. Now let's talk about how good Sheppard has been. He's the best two-way guard on the team. He's a sniper from 3, shooting 55%, and he's one of the best defenders on the team. He leads the team in steals with 3 per game, and surprisingly, he's leading the team in blocks with 1.3 per game. He has been on fire these last 2 games. He's not missing a lot of shots. Here's the stats from his last 2 games. 38 points, 13 for 15 from the field, 10 for 12 from 3, and 8 assists and 7 steals. Last game against Stonehill, he had a career high 25 points. He was 7 for 8 from 3, and he has 7 assists. He's the best 3-point shooter on the team. He is a key piece for Kentucky, and he can do it all. He's a game changer. Just like Robert Dillingham, he's a perfect player to have coming off the bench, and I believe it should stay that way. Also, them 2 play good together. They have nice chemistry. Kentucky's going to be really scary with them 2 playing at a high level. Now, let's talk about the 2 guys who have been struggling these last 2 games, DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards. First, let's talk about DJ Wagner. He was supposed to be the guy for Kentucky, the best freshman guard on the team, but right now it's not looking good. The last 2 games, he's combined for 13 points, and he's 3 for 11 from 3. Against Kansas, he had one of his worst games, going 0 for 3 from 3 and scoring 4 points. Last game against Stonehill, he had 9 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 3 assists, which is a decent game, but he's not looking like the star player we thought he would be. But I feel like it's no need to panic. It's still early in the season. He needs to get his confidence back. From the games I watch, it seems like he's forcing shots instead of being patient. Also, he needs to slow down a little bit. At times, he's driving to the rim reckless, and I think that's what's caused him to miss a lot of shots at the rim. He needs to finish with some finesse instead of driving to the rim full head of steam, 100 miles per hour. His biggest strength is getting to the rim, and these last 2 games it hasn't been working, so he's been settling for a bunch of threes. I don't mind him taking those shots as long as he's not forcing it. Y'all feel what I'm saying, plugins? Because some of the shots he's taking from 3, he should not be taking. It's just bad shot selection, but he can easily fix that. He has been good on defense. He brings energy to the team, and for everyone saying he should be benched, it's too early to be saying that. Let's see how it looks after playing 10 games before we start saying he needs to come off the bench. Justin Edwards has also been struggling these last 2 games. Against Kansas, he was 0 for 6 from the field and 0 for 3 from 3. Last game against Stonehill, he seems to be playing better. He had 9 points and 5 rebounds. He started the season off strong. In the season opener, he had 12 points and 5 rebounds and 2 steals. And in the second game, he had 16 points and 7 rebounds. So he was off to a hot start, and now he's falling off a little bit. But people got to understand these freshmen are going to have games where they're going to struggle, and they can't go off every game. Plus, Kentucky's roster is loaded with talent, so they don't have to go off and drop a lot of points just to win games. Justin Edwards is too talented of a player to keep struggling. He'll be fine, and if he can't score, he can make an impact on defense, grabbing rebounds and blocking shots. On the bright side of all this, Kentucky only has 1 loss. DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards are not playing their best, and they're still winning games, and they still don't have their bigs back from injury. Once Kentucky's at full strength, they're going to be a scary team. Coach Cal has to find ways to get Robert Dillingham and Sheppard on the court as much as possible moving forward. You got to ride the hot hand, and right now they're carrying them. Are y'all worried about DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards? Is Robert Dillingham and Reed Sheppard the best duo in college basketball right now? Drop your opinions in the comments. Make sure you drop a like on the video and sub to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you know when I post. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.